Welcome back, guys. Today's video is going to be quite different to normal, so I am going to do mini updates, but I am going to pick on a few coins some subscribers have talked about or asked me questions about. So one subscriber talked about reef, so I am going to talk about reef and give you my opinions on reef. And also what the charts are showing. Another subscriber asked for Cardano, so I'm also going to do a little bit of an analysis on Cardano. Somebody wanted to know about Ethereum, so I'm going to stick this one in there as well. So I'm not going to make separate videos today, but what I'll do, I'll make a few chapters so that you can just jump in the where I've put the timestamps. Basically, you can jump in and see each of those, and then we're going to talk about Bitcoin and on a macro level, and so far what this whole week has kind of been showing on Bitcoin. So without any delays, actually, before I go there, if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe, right, and hit the thumbs up, smash that like button. We want to get at least about 50. Target is to get 50 likes on this video, and let's move forward, right? So the first one I want to show you is reef. Somebody asked me regarding reef. So what I've done is I've just opened the chart. Just before I pressed the record button, I actually just drew this lines and I saw something very interesting, right? So one other thing I want to explain, guys, I don't actually do any prepeps. I don't do any scripts either. Everything you see is on the chart as it is. I normally open the charts and I'll make a video whenever I'm free, so I'll just do it. So I just did that, and just before I pressed the record button, I actually drew this line and I saw something very interesting. I said, oh, okay, so this pattern, I like this pattern, because as you can see, reef is a very new coin. And remember I talk about on some of my videos where you want to wait for the first cycle to be over, and this is what I mean by a first cycle. Whenever something new, a stock or any even cryptocurrency, you will have a massive dump, a sell-off, right, just after it launches, and you want to wait for that sell-off, right? And that's the first cycle. And as you can see, the first cycle went off, and then you want to pick it up, because that's when you're going to be, the market's now getting into the mode where we're going to make money. And obviously during a bull run, as I say, we are going to make significant gains, even on small new coins or whatever. Anything comes out, you are going to make some gains, but you got to be really careful when you enter. You don't want to be in this level, because that's when you're going to get wiped out, right? You want to enter around these particular levels when the candles confirm. So for example, if I was to enter, I would enter at this confirmation candle and then move up, right? So you're always in profit, doesn't matter where you've entered. And I can be honest with you and tell you as a disclosure, I did enter at these levels, right? I can't remember which one, but I did enter at these levels when I saw that, okay, we've had the dump, we've had a confirmation, we've got to go in. And I've only bought it once, I haven't scaled in anymore, and I'm just holding on to it. So just looking at this, I want to do a small measured move, right, just to kind of see where we are. So as you can see, I've excluded the wicks, right? We're not going to keep the wicks. So there was a nice little ascending triangle forming, and I just want to see how far it takes us. So let's just change the color a little bit and see what this is indicating. So if we do have a breakout around here, so we're on a daily, so I'm just gonna say, right, okay, let's do 8th of March, right, which is a Monday. So if on a Monday we do have a breakout, it's showing us we might have a 6 cent, which is actually quite good, because currently we're at 0.042. It's saying 6 cents. So what I want to do is get a Fibonacci and put the Fibonacci on it and see what the Fibonacci is telling me. So if I take a Fibonacci level, put it here, and then bring it down to the actually let's just bring it down to this particular wick or candle. So if we bring it down to this candle, as you can see, some very good data here, right? I mean, I could have just modified it a little bit more, but I'm going to keep it consistent with where I've drawn the lines. Based on that, as you can see, it's indicating that we are currently, currently if you look at this, we're on the Fibonacci 0.786 at 0.44. We are going to go to Fibonacci 1.4, and the 0.65 is there, which means we're not far from the golden ratio, which is the 1.618, and this is the one I'm going to be looking at. I think if we are going to go to these levels, we might even push further and actually touch the golden ratio before we have a rebound down again. So up to Fibonacci 1.618, I am going to be holding. If I do want to sell, I'll probably sell at around these levels, because that's when we're going to see a nice little correction again and then go back up. So I hope this kind of answers your question. Remember, guys, I'm not your financial advisor. I can only tell you what I've done or what I'm doing. and what I see, basically nothing more, nothing less, right? So this is what I'm going to say on this particular one. So far it looks quite good. It looks very bullish. It looks like it's just getting ready to do that, and as you can see, I could expect to see a nice little breakout within the next few days. So remember, these are not your hourly candles or 4 hourly, these are your daily candles. So on a daily candle, it looks okay. It seems like it's just winding up, and we are coming to that point where it will break out. I'll give it a few days. Now I'm going to move over to another coin. So we're going to talk about Cardano now. Somebody requested Cardano. So again, on the Cardano, I've already got the Fibonacci levels out, and I want to show you something on a weekly. So this is what happened last week, right? Last week we had a massive Cardano liquidation or wipeout or whatever you're going to call it, but it came all the way down to 15-16 cents basically. So if anyone picked it up, as you can see, bots have just picked it up. I always say the wicks are bots, right? So it was picked up very fast, and so somebody got lucky, somebody's done something. Anyway, other than that, this week's beat we'll be looking at, you know, we've been kind of moving up and down a little bit. If I go on a daily, you can see what happened yesterday. It started to kind of take a little dip, and then today we've come back again. So for the last few days we've been dipping down, and we did go all the way close to the Fibonacci 1618, which was almost close to the $1.50. Actually, it was $1.48, right? So around that level, and then we came down and we've gone there. Currently it looks like as if it's just winding up to go back up again and test those levels. So yeah, I mean, so far I think it will do it. We just need a few more days, but I want to, when I go into the Bitcoin, I'll explain a little bit more about what's going on. So far on the daily, it looks very good. Have a look at the 4 hourly just for yourselves. Yeah, again, you can see that we are definitely coming back up again to test these levels. When we do, we will go. So I'm using the Fibonacci rather than using anything else, because these are coins with actually back in the days where we didn't have really that much interest, right? And then now the interest has come up. So we need a lot more data in order for us to actually put any kind of analytics on it. Now I'm going to just quickly flip over to Ethereum and give you the Ethereum news so far. So excuse me, let's do Ethereum right now. So on the Ethereum, as you can see, we are, you know, bouncing around, but this particular line here, the one, this 1447, I've mentioned this on another video as well, that this actually is not any resistance line that I've drawn now. This is actually the historical, so the 2018 high, the peak of 2018, right before the market crashed. So this is actually a very psychological significant support level for us, and as you can see, we are holding this support perfectly. You know, so every day we've been like, kind of every time it tried to dip down, it's been brought back up, and currently it's still holding there, which is really good. So for me, I can see that this is definitely going to be a nice little area of resistance, of support that we have, right? But also, one other thing I want to quickly show you is, even if we come to this particular area here, we're actually quite bullish, right? And this is exactly where we last done the rebound. So this is why this line is here, and you can see we will, even if we come down here, we're still actually very bullish, and it might reset. And I want to show you more on the reset on Ethereum. So if you look at current Ethereum dominance, you will see that we're basically at 11.88. So this is where I'm looking at, 11.88. Yesterday it was 12, and today it's 88. If I go on a daily and auto scale this for you, you can see that on the 3rd of February, we were at 17.5% of the total market dominance. So that it had a massive market share until the market started dumping a little bit. So a lot of people have taken their profits around these areas, and guess what? They took it in Bitcoin. When you're going to go from 12% to 17% and you just made 5% more Bitcoin, what do? You sell and you make your Bitcoin. So this is what's happened here. So it is winding up. I think it's going to definitely push back up again and try and test those levels again. So always remember, keep an eye on the Bitcoin to Ethereum market cap, the dominance, and see if the Ethereum dominance goes up and Bitcoin goes down, you're definitely getting more Bitcoin for your Ethereum. So that's the whole idea in this, right? So now let's go straight into the coin market cap first. Let's have a look at what's going on. So we can see BTC up today 2.5%. We can see Ethereum up today 0.475, but it's just messing around. Cardano 0.5% up, sorry, 0.5% up. BNB down a bit. I'm a bit disappointed with BNB. Not sure what's going on, but I'm very surprised about how Polkadot has been climbing, and Uniswap, right? So these are the coins you want to keep on your radar. So Polkadot, Uniswap, even not XRP, sorry, even Litecoin, right? So 1, 2, 3 coins now moving up the ranks is really bullish. So I want you guys to keep an eye on that. Okay, coming into the Bitcoin charts, as you can see, I'm on the daily. I can go on a weekly, and we are still looking very positive. So compared to where we were yesterday we were sitting around this candle, as you remember on yesterday's video. You've probably seen that this has gone up a little bit, which means that we are looking positive. But then again, we are on Friday. We've still got, you know, Saturday, Sunday remaining for us to actually see where we close, right? So currently, as long as we don't close below this, and as long as we're within this kind of a range, right? So if we do not cross above this line, we're not going up, right? That's for sure. We're going to stay within this range. But, and this is a big but, if we continue sideways, so for the next few days, if we continue sideways, or even next week or two, if we continue sideways, it's actually very good for altcoins. So coins like Reef are going to pump, definitely going to pump. Coins like Cardano, definitely going to pump, right? Coins, for example, Cardano is going to pump, Ethereum is going to pump, Binance Coin is going to pump, Polkadot's going to pump, Uniswap's going to pump, Litecoin's going to pump, Chainlink's going to pump. You name it, every single coin is going to pump, right? So this is what I want you to understand, that when Bitcoin goes sideways, it's not bearish. It's actually very bullish. Bullish in two ways. One, for the altcoins, they capture more of the market share and they start to pump a little bit more, and you can get yourself more bitcoins by doing it this way if you trade in Bitcoin. But if you do want to do cash, you can make a lot more money. However, listen, I'm not your financial advisor, so I forgot to say that. But anyway, the disclaimer's on the bottom, so have a look at that. Also, while we're on it, I'm on a mission to get 1,000 subscribers. I've got it on this particular screen, as you can see. So I'm on a mission to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year. So I hope you guys support in my little mission. Anyway, coming back into the charts, I want to show you a few good things, right? So, you know, I've been talking about how if we do come to this range, right, and I'm thinking that we should come to this range, and if we do come to this range, this is the $40,000 range. I'm not being bearish, as I've mentioned many times, right? This is actually very bullish news. And I want to show you a few things, like, for example, this is Willy Woo. So I do follow him, and Willy Woo has mentioned something here. He said, if you look here carefully, you can see how a lot more people, this is the curve he drew, a lot more people are hodling, means they're buying it and they're moving it off the exchange. And this is the only time in around December. So if you look here, just around December, for about a week, a lot of people were taking their Bitcoin to sell. But if you look carefully, majority of the people are not, right? They're moving it off the exchanges, right? So we look at this and then look at this particular thing. So Rafael here, he said, very strong on-chain support at 47,000. Around 500,000 BTC have been moved at this level, right? So what he's showing is this particular chart, and he's saying, look, 500,000 Bitcoin is sitting around this level, right? So what does Willy Woo say about this? And he's a very good on-chain analysis, by the way. Follow him if you do. It's really good. So what does he say? He says, very much agreed, right? BTC bouncing off super strong support in this region. So talking about the current region we're in. If it breaks below, and this is where you have to understand what he's trying to say. If it breaks below 40,000K is the floor price, which would be a gift to buyers. We talk about the gift, we talk about how much there is, right? And we talk about all of this hodling going on, right? All of this indicates one thing, right? There's a wall of money just waiting out there, right? So coming back into this region, everyone is expecting this, right? Apart from a few people who panic and who kind of sell before, or they're thinking the market's going to dive and go. No, we are expecting this. Everybody knows this is the biggest discount we're going to get until we do another, until we move up again. So the market is kind of resetting, right? Also, just to kind of reiterate on what Willy Woo said, right? If you look carefully, a lot of the money, Bitcoins are going off the exchanges. Here we can, we're still very good. Also, I wanted to quickly in this video make a correction. Yesterday's video, I did show you December, but I just realized when I recapped the video, I showed you December of 2024, right? I didn't look at the date. Actually, so the December I was talking about was this December 2021, right? And in 2021, if you look previous videos, I showed you the 2021 December and it pointed out to 105,000. But currently, because of the market went down again and we're resetting everything, we're currently seeing an 87,000. But that's not the number to look at. If you look at April, right? So you can see where we are, right? And so let me see if I can see March, right? So this is March, again, showing nothing too much interesting. We've been to these levels, right? But look what April is flashing to us, right? Where's April? April is flashing to us, May is flashing to us, 83, and then we go up, right? And that's where we kind of level out a little bit because the data hasn't arrived. Once the data arrives, a lot more is going to happen. So also looking into the logarithmic growth curve, as you can see, we dipped below a little bit and then we went up, you know, so we had a little dip and we went up, and this is a very good range to look at, but this is the level that we are expecting it to go down, right? So if we do go to this particular level, this is a massive, it's a median line, massive support line. So let me just quickly just show you what I mean, right? So we've got to go to a different chart just for this, right? And I'll show you something, right? And show you something on this. So let's make it larger. Let's get rid of all of this. Let's open up our logarithmic growth and show you what I mean. So if you see carefully, right, I've put a white line on the median line, right? So if we do come below, we will come, and currently we're on this particular, so I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there you go, there's a little line just there. So this red line is actually coming all the way through here, and sorry about my drawing, I've got this yellow line coming all the way here, but you can, I think you can just about make it. So we're on the red line at the present moment. We did dip slightly below. This is our support range. As you can see, 39 is flashing. This is our massive support range, and once we hit that support range, then we have our resistance range, and our resistance range is flashing 65,000. And if we do go above the 65,000, guess where our next target is? We want to get to this particular line here on the logarithmic, so on the Bitcoin logarithmic over a longer time period. And then we might go to the 84,000. Funnily, look, 84,000 is still on the books. It's not like this number doesn't exist. We do have it on the books. You know, what's after that? We have the 100,000 still on the books. So remember, as I say to you guys all the time, if you look at this, right, you can see that we're still on the green zone. And remember, green, we're in the middle of the market. And this is based on a 200-week moving average, right? So currently, we're just in the middle. We haven't really gone anywhere. Once we hit these areas, this is when we know that we've basically gone to some serious levels that we don't want to be in. Also, I want to show you another thing as well, just so you can understand something, right? Let's have a look and see if I've got it here. Might have it here. Where is it? Let's have a quick look. No, I don't have it on this one. Let me go to Glassnode and show it in Glassnode, right? So here, yeah, on Glassnode I do have it, right? So this is Newport, right? And I want to quickly just explain something to you. So whenever we go to these red levels, as you can see, it's capitulation. When we go to the orange levels, right, it's hope versus fear. When we go to yellow level, optimism and anxiety. When we go to green level, complete belief or denial, right? And when we go to blue, it's euphoria. Look where we are right now. We dipped to the orange. All right, so we went to the orange back in December. We dipped to the orange, and this is when hope phase started. And then after that, we went into our optimism level, and then optimism and anxiety level. We haven't even gone to the belief level. So when the market will top out is when we go into our belief level. These are the times when you'll have a wall of money coming in. So are we close to this? We're very close. As soon as this happens, you will see how fast we get to the blue level. Once we get to the blue level, this is when the market goes crazy. So I just wanted to kind of get everybody to understand that market going down, having a correction, right, whether it be 20%, 30%, 32%, whatever, right? 40%, 45%, right? As long as we don't have a 50% correction, we're fine. The 50% correction will invalidate every bull cycle there is. Sorry, the bull signs that we have, the bull run signs. If we have a 50% correction, invalidates everything. I would personally sell, get the hell out of there, right? But we're not going to see that. We will see a consistent up to 45%, maybe 40%, 30%, you know, on average, we'll see a 30-35% correction. And it's quite healthy. As I say, it resets. So when it resets, people make money, they take their profit, then they come back down and then they rebuy, keep some of the profit, continue again. It's a cycle. So you got to continue this, right? So ultimately you have to be kind of very calm about what you see, rather than, you know, panicking or anything. And a lot of the common mistakes people do in this market, right? So whenever the market goes up and down, there is a common mistake a lot of the guys would do, is you sell too early because you're afraid you're going to lose money. You're too concerned about what's happening on these small time frames, right? You know, you're too concerned. So for example, if I put this on a minute chart, right, you're looking at this is not going to give you a bigger picture. This is just somebody who wants to do a minute trade. Yeah, go ahead, do it. This is for traders. It's not for you who's going to be a long-term investor. 3 minutes, look at it, how people will panic at this if they see this. If I showed you this, you'd be thinking, what the hell is this, right? You want to look at your dailies, you want to look at your weekly and have a bigger picture. And you want to see what we are doing on a daily basis. Where are we going on those levels? That's what we're looking at, right? So remember, guys, if we get to the level where we have a 50% correction, I'd be worried, right? But as long as we don't go to those levels, we're still in the middle of a bull market and we are going to go up. So I'm not going to make this any longer. I hope this was informative. I hope this was educational. I'm not a financial advisor. And if you like the content, please do consider subscribing. Also hit the like button. And remember, we've got a target to get at least 20 likes or 50 likes or whatever. Smash the likes anyway, right? And let's get the YouTube algorithm rolling. And I hope to see you guys on another one very soon. Thank you very much. And also I wanted to mention one other thing as well. Sorry, before I go, I'm doing mini short videos, like kind of a little comedy joke, a little bit of fun here and there, little mini videos, right? Just to kind of give the channel a little bit of boost as well. So I mean, if you guys come across them, please do like them. If you do like it, you know, give me some feedback as well. Also, if you have any other coins or anything you want me to talk about, please do stick it in the comment, talk about it, tell me in the comment, and I'll make something on that. You know, if you feel that I've said something that doesn't make sense to you, or if I've said something that you feel is wrong, please also put it in the comment. Let me know, give me the feedback, because I'm trying to grow. This is a very brand new channel and we want to move forward. So other than that, I'll see you on the next one, guys. Thank you. Bye bye.